Welcome to the third video in this series. The purpose of these brief instructional videos is to demonstrate how a provider can conveniently submit an application for licensure using the online licensing system. This video will help you navigate through the next two preliminary stages on the way to your application. It will give you an overview of the options found on the portal landing page and show you how to interpret the information found on the provider dashboard. Let's take a look. Since we have generated at least one request for access, online licensure now appears in the Program Access section of our portal landing page. We want to proceed with renewing our license at this time, so we'll select Online Licensure. Here we have three options. We can renew our license, request access to additional providers or facilities, or reprint a previously generated user registration agreement. To do this last option, we would scroll down to find a pending access request, check the appropriate box, and then we would select Reprint ACA Registration Agreement. If we did not select a particular provider before choosing Reprint ACA Registration Agreement, all pending access requests will be generated and made available for printing. Access requests will be in one of three states: approved, pending, or denied. A status of pending means that the access request has not yet been received and/or processed by the agency. And a status of denied means that the agency has rejected the individual's request for access. When your access request is approved or denied, you will receive an email at the address provided when creating your single sign-on account. Depending on your email client, the agency's automated responses may be sent to your spam folder. Once you have been approved to represent at least one provider, the Renewal Application option will display at the top of this page. Always refer to the bottom portion of the page to verify your access status for a particular provider. We're ready to renew our license, so we'll select Renewal Application. Now we are on what is known as the provider dashboard. Here you will see all providers for which you have been granted access to represent in online licensing. Only the provider types under which your approved providers fall will display on your provider dashboard. Should you represent providers of varying types, they will appear in alphabetical order, as will the individual providers within a given provider type. This green icon with the white plus sign and the red icon with the white minus sign are the methods for expanding and collapsing rows within the provider dashboard. We will drill down to our renewal application by first finding our provider and then selecting the green icon with the white plus sign next to its name. Here we see the details for this specific provider. The next level contains the transaction options. At this time, only renewal applications are supported by online licensing. We'll select the green expand icon next to renewal to display the available applications. If you expand the renewal option as shown here and no applications are displayed, even though you believe the provider is within its window to renew, please contact the appropriate unit by selecting the Licensure and Regulation link at the top of the page. We have an application to submit, so we'll remain here and review its details. You'll see the following information. Application number is used by the agency as a specific application instance identifier. Due date is the date the provider's application is due to the agency. License expiration is the date upon which the provider's current license is set to expire. Submission date, if applicable, is the date that this particular application for renewal was submitted to the agency. There's a last update date, which is the date and time the information in the application was last updated by the provider, and any available actions. Going back to the application status column, the three most common statuses you will see are unopened, which means the application has yet to be accessed, in work, which means the authorized user can now edit the application, and in review, which means the application is currently under review by the agency. While the application is under review, it is available to the authorized user in read-only mode. Our two available actions for this application are Edit and Checklist. Selecting Checklist would open up another tab in your browser where you can see all the information required to make a submission for this particular provider and transaction type. Selecting Edit will open our application. Lastly, we want to look at this section separate from our list of providers. The Pending/Denied Facility Access Request option will display any access requests that are currently pending or denied. Here, our only available action is to reprint our user agreement. Should no facilities display under this view, that simply means that you have no pending or denied access requests. Therefore, all of your requests are in a status of approved, and you will see those facilities listed in alphabetical order by provider type above. Please continue with the next video entitled Renewal Application Getting Started. It will take you step by step through the sections of a standard application and demonstrate the functionality of the online licensing system. When this video has ended, please click the X in the top right corner of the window to close this section, and then double-click on the next video in the series directory.